Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and for the month of August we are talking about soundtracks. And today is my birthday, so I'm going to talk about one of my favorite trilogies, soundtracks. I don't know. It's a soundtrack. It is Back to the Future. I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future and love this movie. I love the trilogy, but more specifically, I dig the soundtrack as well, featuring music by Huey Lewis and the News. It's a thing that I grew up with, and so I'm going to talk about it. This was released on July 8th, 1985, and of course mine has the it's actually printed on here, the hype sticker featuring "The Power of Love" by Huey Lewis and the News, which was a big selling point for the soundtrack. There were two tracks that were made up of Alan Silvestri's score, which is the fantastic Back to the Future Overture performed by the Out of Time Orchestra, which I thought was great. And then, of course, the Back to the Future theme that everyone knows, one of the iconic film themes ever. There were two songs credited to the fictional band Marvin Berry and the Starlighters. And of course there's one, Johnny B. Good, performed by Marty McFly and the Starlighters. Those tracks, I believe, were produced by, well, I know the Johnny B. Good, and Night Train by Marvin Berry, and the other, Earth Angel, all produced by Bones Howe, who's a name that's quite familiar with a lot of you collectors. But the big ones on here are the Huey Lewis tunes, Power of Love, which was a big #1 single for him, and it was actually nominated for Best Original Song for an Academy Award. And this album spent quite a few weeks on the charts. Now, the Johnny B. Good here, it actually was recorded by Harry Waters Jr., who played Marvin Berry, and Mark Campbell, who was credited to Marty McFly. The guitar solo played by Tim May, and they received a special thanks in the film credits. Of course, Night Train was the Jimmy Forrest song, and of course, a lot of people who have seen this movie know Marvin Berry is the fictitious cousin of Chuck Berry. So when Marty McFly is playing Johnny B. Good to the people at the dance, you've got to see the movie. There's a great scene where Marvin Berry calls up Chuck and says, "Hey, you been looking for this new sound? Well, listen to this." And so it kind of makes the joke that he is credited for Chuck Berry's sound, that Marty McFly did it. Now, there is a separate score album featuring some of the incidental music from the movie. It's a fun film. I mean, yeah, it's got holes in it as far as plot, and you can debate all that stuff for days. But as a film, it's tons of fun. And it's about time travel. It's about a guy, Michael J. Fox, who goes back in time to meet his dad, which is kind of fun in and of itself. There is also a Lindsey Buckingham tune on here, Time Bomb Town. There's an Eric Clapton song, Heaven is One Step Away. Of course, the other Huey Lewis song on here, Back in Time. And there is the song The Wallflower, performed by Etta James on the soundtrack. So that rounds out all the music here. It's fun, definitely 80s. And so if that's not your scene or your sound, this may not be a good one for you, but it ties in closely to the movie for me. And it's a movie I love. It's a movie series that I love. And so the soundtrack to Back to the Future, today's daily record for my birthday. So special to me. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. I love interacting with you guys. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another daily record.